Top of the ninth inning, Henriquez has swung on and missed at back-to-back pitches from Majik, and the count's 0-2. The 0-2 is a swing and a miss. Henriquez went around, and that's the first out of the inning. So now, I believe Leighton Banjoff. Yep, Banjoff will come up to the plate. Right-handed batter out of Nebraska. Played quite a bit for the Cornhuskers this past season. He made the Fayetteville Regional. Lost to Arkansas in the final game of that regional. Looks at a ball low. 13-10 the score here in the top of the ninth. Majik trying to earn the save for the team tonight. Swing and a miss from Banjoff that got away from Klingenbeck. But striking nonetheless, counts 1-1. With the win, the Steam will now only be 2-3 against the Joes this season. They snapped their 3-game losing streak against the Joes. Pitch just misses on the outside corner. 2-1 the count to Leighton. Majik, a lengthy left-handed pitcher, throws home. This one is lined in a right field base hit for Leighton Banjoff. So Banjoff now is going to get the second after the ball got by Colin Flynn out in right field. He's going to advance all the way to third base. So it's going to be a single and then an E9. Banjoff hit it hard out there, and Flynn just couldn't keep it in front of him. I think it went right through his legs, all the way to the fence. And Banjoff is now standing at third base. Now Garrett Staten will come up to the plate. He's reached base on all 4 at-bats tonight. 3 singles, or 2 singles and a double, and then he reached on an error back in his last at-bat in the 7th. Fouls one off for strike 1. (13-10) the score. 1 out in the inning here in the top of the 9th. Staten will watch a ball go by high and outside. Counts 1-1. Banjoff leads over at third. He just reached on a single. And then an error from the right fielder, Flynn. Staten fouls this one off. And it trickles not very far down the third base line. Counts 1-2. Top of the order on deck. That's Logan Castleman. The 1-2 from Majik is low for a ball. Counts 2-2. Castleman had a home run yesterday at Don Edwards. He has 2 home runs this week. Or actually, he had one 2 weeks ago. 2-2, fouled off again. Or was that Jazz game this past week?
I think it was this past week. The beginning of the...
It's been a long week.
Yeah, the home stretch or the road trip rather for the Joes. Yeah, it's been a long week. We've seen it. That was the first of 2 extra inning games that we saw this week for the Joes.
A lot of extra inning games for the Joes this season. The 2-2. Ground ball right back up the middle. Klassner fields it on the backhand but can't throw in time to first base. It's going to be an infield single for Staten, his 3rd hit of the day. It was softly hit up the middle. Klassner tried to do his best to field it. He fielded it cleanly, but just didn't have the momentum to throw over to first. So now the tying run comes up to the plate. It's a 13-11 game for Logan Castleman. Castleman has 2 home runs this week. He swings to the first pitch foul into the concourse area here at Y'all's Ballpark. 1 out in the inning. Staten is on first base. He had an RBI single after Banjoff came in to score on the ground ball. 0-1 the count to Logan. Majik throws home. And this one's fouled off in the same exact spot here at Y'all's Ballpark. So now Castleman's going to have to fight up there down in the count 0-2. Castleman's 2 for 4 today. The 2 times he's retired, he's struck out swinging. Trying to avoid that for the 3rd time tonight. He fights one off near the Joes dugout off the screen. Staten's on first base. Castleman's up to the plate with 1 out. Castleman represents the tying run here in the top of the 9th inning. The 0-2 from Majik. Hard ground ball. This could be 2 for 1, and they're only going to get 1, as Klasner was able to get it over there at second base.
I think Klasner maybe thought the game was over.
Let's see if that actually bites them in the butt. You never know. Baseball's a weird game. Klasner thought there was 2 outs. But at second, though, Staten will walk back to the dugout, and Castleman reaches on the fielder's choice. It was a hard hit ball. It would have definitely been a double play. First pitch to Harry Jackson is a ball. Braden Broom's on deck. Sammy Sass in the hole. The count's 1-0 with 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. Pitch from Majik, swung on and missed from Jackson. 1-1. Castleman's on first base, but Harry Jackson, more importantly, is up to the plate. He represents the tying run, but he's going to have to try to reach. Watches the ball in the turf. 2-1. He's ahead in the count. Braden Broom's on deck, and Broom is 0 for 4 today. 2 balls and a strike to Harry Jackson. The pitch from the left-handed pitcher, Majik, dives low below the knees at the shins. Ball 3. So a walk would put the tying run on base. 3-1 the count to Harry Jackson with 2 outs in the inning. The pitch, high and outside, ball 4. So Harry Jackson is on first base, and you wonder how aggressive Tyler Thaman will be. Do you try to send Castleman and Jackson on the double steal here to get them both in scoring position?
It's certainly a possibility. The Joes have stolen third a couple of times today, and so I wouldn't be surprised. And yeah, Castleman's a speedy guy. We're going to get a mound visit here. There's a pitcher warming up for the Steam in their pen. Don't think they'd probably love to bring him in, but they may have to. Extends any further.
Braden Broom, hitless on the day. He's reached base once. That was on a walk back in the 6th inning when the Joes scored 5. He comes to the plate in a big situation here. Runners are on first and second in a 13-11 game with 2 outs in the 9th. On first, Castleman on second. Jackson represents the tying run in this ball game. Winner of tonight's game will be in first. Let's see how aggressive the Joes will be on the base pass if they try to go for a double steal here. Majik sets the first pitch on its way, low and in for a ball. Sammy Sun over the left field fence earlier this week at this ballpark. The count's 1-0 to Braden Broom. The pitch from Majik. Outside, ball 2. So Majik is struggling to find the strike zone. See what Braden Broom does here. He's in a fastball count. The count's 2-0. Majik sets at the belt. Looks over at Castleman at second, now fires home. This is a ground ball to first, and this should do it. Wagner will call off Majik, and Wagner will tap on the bag, and that will end the game. So Braden Broom swings at the 2-0. He slams his helmet on the ground in frustration, but not like slamming it like furiously, just lightly tapping the ground with it. And that will end the inning, but it will end the game. Joes strand the tying run on first base, and that's the end of the game. Luke, it was an offensive battle tonight. First time we've seen Joes pitching really struggle, and they gave up a 13 spot and end up losing by 2 runs.
Yeah, it was a tough go for the Joes down the stretch. That's been a theme in their losses this year, is things just kind of, as we move down the stretch, and that's what happened today. They were able to get 1 back in the 9th, but they weren't able to connect on that last one, get 2 runs in, and tie the game. So they give up a lot of runs. The ERA is going to take a hit, and they drop this one. So not moving into first place just yet, but still, of course, plenty of time. We're just in game 21 of this season, and the Joes will get a chance to regroup tomorrow on the day off and get back to things on Tuesday in Richmond against the Jazz.
Streak comes